if you look at actively managing, you have to think tax strategy as well, right?
Oh,
Give up.
absolutely.
Yeah. So
So when
like,
you think of the barriers to investing actively versus, let's say, investing in an index, right?
yeah,
Basically, there's a couple of things that you want to think of. One is fees, right? So if you're trading a lot or if you're being extraordinarily active, every time you make a trade, at least here in the United States, it's taxed as ordinary income, which for some people could be as high as 28 or 30% on every single transaction. Whereas long-term capital gains tax, which is when you buy something and hold it for more than a year, is between 15 and 20% just based on what your income level is. And so certainly there's tax advantages to not being overly active. There's also different just risk advantages, right? There's different risk when you kind of take emotion out of it and you have a longer term strategy. It's very, very difficult for people who are very actively managing their portfolio to keep their hands off the trigger, to keep their finger off the trigger, right? To keep their hands off the sell
yeah.
button. People get very emotional and they tend to get too into the weeds and usually end up shooting themselves in the foot. And I know I'm relating to every single person who's ever bought a crypto watching this video who has bought a crypto and then 5 minutes later is like, oh no, what did I do? And sell it. And then it pumps, you FOMO back in and you go through this whole process. You're paying fees the whole time. You're actually creating tax liability the entire time. So we could go on for days about, all the different advantages to not being a super active trader, but tax advantages is certainly one of them.